Hi everyone, this is Asma Rani. In this video, I would like to discuss about adaptive management of cybercriminal maladaptive organizations in the offing, the temporal, the nation. Coming to abstract part of this, the functioning of some of the university level institutions in the country turns maladaptive occasionally owing to mismanagement of academics, adding fuel to the fire. An undesirable nexus between the academicians and the police is getting built. As a result, the classical academic environment get badly affected. Even there were trivial errors targeted by management for nurturing lopsided academics. The need of an hour is to enlighten the public, particularly the students, to improve the recruited and to eliminate the elements in the organizational settings that are violative of constitutions. For the instance, fake underground and cybercriminal government. A case study of two organizational settings elusive to the RTI Act by shying away from the responsibility of giving information as per Act and pointing fingers to each other is presented. By such an approach, they tend to turn the organizations maladaptive. We have devised a website based approach for guidance and counseling to the students and the staff in this scenario to recover from the maladaptive conditions. Introduction. A case study of multiple cybercrimes was presented. The sub-inspector Mr. Raju was taken on the chief examination. He communicated thus: basing on these documents, I have investigated with the JNTU authorities, upon which the name of the accused was enlisted as the responsible person for this. SI marked that the accused one based on investigation with the JNTU authorities. However, the details of investigated JNTU authorities were not revealed in the examination. Further, the details of interactions between JNTU authorities and the Cyberabad police authorities was not recorded. Therefore, the judgment of acquittal of accused one was on febrile grounds. Further, the Cyberabad police mentioned in the charge sheet that separate charge sheet would be filled with respect to accused two who was absconding. However, the authorities did not file separate charge sheet but ended the case as reported. The response to the RTI application submitted to the Cyberabad police had the police not closed the case. Had they submitted the separate charge sheet and they produced accused two in the court of the law at Miapur, a necessity might have arisen for the retrieval of accused one. In India, most of the cybercrimes were all committed by the educated persons. Cybercrimes are becoming a great threat to the national integration, particularly in India. To deal with cyber cybercrimes, professional ethics, computer ethics, and cyber ethics, and case studies such as within Indian society should be related. Education also should be of man making, character building, and national building type in the footsteps of great Swami Vivekananda. In this regard, an awareness generation based on ICT approaches should be taken up massively for inculcating a remedial national spirit by keeping guidelines and counselings in the web pages, uh, publishing the cybercrime remedial steps taken by the Indian government, etc. Thus, national cognition impairment gets a remedy, giving rise to real social progress. Development should be a method of social amendment, not simply a group of policies and programs instituted for a few specific results. The essential mechanism driving social amendment is increasing awareness, resulting in higher organization. Once society senses new and higher opportunity for progress, it develops new sorts of organization to use this new openings with success. The new sorts of organization area unit higher able to harness the their social energies and skill and resource to use the opportunity to argue the mean results. There should be positive motives that drive the social amendment as essential preconditions for that amendment to occur. The motive should be powerful enough to beat obstructions that impede the amendment for occurring. Nowadays, development needs resources corresponding to capital, ICT corresponding and supporting infrastructure. Development is that the results of society's capability to rearrange resources to satisfy changes and opportunity. Society passes through well defined stages at intervals. The course of its development, structure enhancements introduced to support the innovations can happen at ideal time at four complete different levels: physical, social, mental, and psychologically. Moreover, four different types of resource area unit include in promoting development of these four. Physical resource area unit most visible but least capable of growth. Productivity of resources can increase hugely as a result of standard of organization and level of information input rise. The rest of paper is organized as follows. In the session 2, the background work relative to this paper is presented. In session 3, some of the case study details which were served as motive for this paper are presented. In section 4, we present how the two organizations dotted and pointing to each other. In background, coming to background, our earlier work highlighted a case study of multiple cybercrimes such as sedition and violation of state emblem of India Prevention of Improper Use Act 2005. The cybercrime website indicated nearly 2000 registrations, which is a surprisingly lot figure for a cyber criminal website. The scenario gave rise to cyber forensic research and investigation. The initial complaint in the police station did not get registration. Upon continuous persuasion through RTA approach, etc., finally FIR was filed as a fresh complaint but in vain. The charge sheet was filed. Prosecution of proceedings in case of accused one was over. As a result, accused one was acquitted. With this background in the view, the present research works has been taken up. Literature survey. The organization JNTU-JAG was affiliated to the online cheating Government of Telangana CGOT and online seditious Government of Telangana SGOT. It has been operationally in the JNTU Hyderabad University during 2011 to 2014. Policing and judiciary are not just sufficient in handling cybercrimes. Cyber counseling and guidance is crucial in generating public opinion. National integration and academic development to remedy the flaws in handling the cybercrimes by organizational means such as police department and judiciary. This is useful for organizing group activities at mass level in the right direction, whatever be the cause, race or religion or region, etc. In the right direction, organized activities are undertaken only in a way that is not prejudicial to the national interests such as national amenity, national solidarity, national integration, national sovereignty, etc. In the right direction, organized activities are undertaken only in way that uh, is not prejudicial to national interests such as national sovereignty, etc. in any way. The cybercrime is resolved by public opinion generation, analysis, and right orientation of the same by adopting web-based approach. A web-based a web crawl tool for internet archiving of websites. The Snapchats captured evidence of the usage of cheating and seditious Government of Telangana to which JNTU-JAG claims belongingness. They serve as cybercrime intelligence alternatives for countering cybercrime towards positive makeup of public opinion, national integration, and academic development. The field of information and communication technology (ICT) has developed by leaps and bounds in the recent times. A goal of ICT is to facilitate information transparency. However, information transparency is more challenged than achieved. Information authorities do not disclose information that easily. We present a case of 3 decisions of the RTI authority against the institutional authorities, particularly the Public Information Officer, for abusing the RTI Act and public authority. We present how we adopted the technical means of website for generation of awareness with respect to a cyber criminal organizations in Telangana, which the crimes of sedition, violation of the state emblem of India Act 2005 and cheating. Motivation. The charge sheet for the case study was detailed. The condition for the RTI application arises because of the delay in proceeding of the case. Subsequent to RTI application date, the charge sheet was filled on 23 December 2014. The cybercrime registered ignored the sedition angle of the crime. It was registered only much time after an earlier similar complaint was ignored for registration. The cybercrime gives the impression that the motto of the culprit organization is either religional separatism or national separatism. Within nearly 2000 registrations involving many staff and students of university geared up against law and order, as was evident from the culprit website. The cybercriminal activities was rampant in JNTUH. The details of the registrations were not transparent to the public. It was not shown whether the foreign students were involved in these registrations and whether they had any role play in the overall issue. The situation gave scope for doubts that the university authorities and the police worked to sidetrack the cybercrime issue. Thus, conditions arose favorably to frame the 48 questions for RTI remedies. Analysis of organizational efficiency. The details of the response by the police to the 48 questions. The response gave information related to first 6 questions. It indicated that the remaining questions were related to JNTUH as shown in, and the public department sent the document to the PIO JNTUH, that is registered JNTUH, for responding with respect to information related to the questions 7 to 48. But upon approaching the authorities, it was all in vain. Thus, we did not get the response from the either organization, Cyberabad Police or JNTUH authorities. This led to peculiar situation wherein each organizational authorities pointed at the other, but to no avail. Subsequent to the court hearing, some case information was elicited from the police department with respect to case status. The information furnished by the police department, it indicated that after the trial the case ended in acquittal. Conclusion. Our work consists of case study paper presentation with regard to how one can track the cyber crimes and cyber laws. The cyber criminal organizations JNTUH JAG is considered in this regard. Police registered an FIR to accused persons. A1 and A2 were mentioned in the charge sheet. Accused A1 was acquitted because the evidence produced by the police was against police. The police mentioned in the charge sheet that A2 was absconding and the supplementary charge sheet would be filed, but after the acquittal of A1, the charge sheet in respect of A2 was not filed, but the case was ended as reported by the inspector of police. This shows that the police were reluctant to convict the culprits. This is a case of cybercrime scenario in which cybercrime is registered, but no criminals were fixed. Given the situation, it is clear that the academic environment in JNTUH is clubbed with massive cybercrime. The experience report indicates that there is no use of cybercrime, cybersecurity subjects, and those many studies of such subjects do not contribute to values in academic life of students and staff. People should be made sensitive to not abuse constitutional provisions and laws by inculcating the national spirit in them, as well as respect fundamental values such as respect for the nation and for the laws of the land. Remedial ICT approaches should be adopted. Towards this goal, we have used the website as a means for basic awareness generation with regard to values, national laws, constitution, and personality development. The response from academic stakeholders to our web-based guidance and counseling is satisfying and encouraging and marked as smart and innovative by the feedback. The government should take cognizance of the maladaptive makeup of JNTUH in regard of the reported cybercrimes for redressal. Thank you.